Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? Just here. Welcome back to my channel. We're back to reaction to House of the Dragon. This is season 2, episode 4, The Red Dragon in the Gold. And I don't know about you guys, but I am definitely ready for a battle. It has been a long time coming. The last episode alone built up a lot of things, and one of those things was a goddamn battle. So here we are, but I have let you guys know I've never actually read the book or books, so I don't know if we're actually about to lose a main character or not, but I have heard that this is a big episode, so I'm super hyped for it regardless. And I do know that a lot of people out there, they're not really Team Green. They really want to see either Kristen get his or Alicent, and I can definitely join you guys on the Kristen hate. I'm not a fan myself, but let's just ease up on Alicent just a little bit, can we? Please. But with that said, I think I'm just about ready to jump right in and check out this episode. So if you guys look at my full reaction to the show, link to my Patreon is down in the description below. Now subscribe to the channel. Now's a very good time. Click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go. Starting with Daemon.
I can't understand.
Oh, she's back.
Speak plainly.
Kesir, hen kejut, ao halekia ao tuliot joraltis.
Oh! Took her head clean off.
Ramoriot lildur Erik Kesir Isador.
There's been a way.
Even knowing that was a dream, that was fucked.
Sir Kristen's army, now tripled in strength, might have Harrenhal as its destination.
Triple in
Even
strength?
if you can raise a host of rivermen.
We need more people. And more dragons.
This is Oscar Tully, grandson to Grover Tully. He is heir to
Oscar
Riverrun
Tully.
and the future Lord Paramount of the Riverlands.
Not taking him serious at all. I wouldn't either, though.
How fares your grandsire?
Sadly, he remains incapacitated.
Well, my time is short and I have need of an army. Perhaps you might place a feather pillow over his head and speed along your inheritance.
Oh!
Lord Grover rings
David doesn't
me his
fuck
death.
around.
All very touching. Are you here to speak with your grandsire's voice for House Tully in the Riverlands?
While he still lives? That is not our way.
Then you're of no use to me.
He's a good lad, though. Staying true to his family.
Milady.
Princess, and you are Alan.
Yes,
Alan,
princess.
I don't know what
My
his
lord husband owes you his life.
part of the story is, but I feel like it's gonna be big. Like, they've been building him up.
But I was not told his saviour was so comely. Your mother must have been very beautiful.
Greenies.
I just had a word with your captains. He was the sailor who plucked you from your watery grave. Oh, who he is, Corlys.
Wait,
Alan's
what?
past is no fault of his.
I need to know more about Alan. I feel like he might be related. He was cast away, sent down to the lower tier, the bottom.
As requested. I brewed it myself.
Thank you. I will see it delivered discreetly.
To
In
herself,
report, if the
to her belly.
recipient has need of any remedy, that he is known to disagree with the gut.
Tell me, do you believe Viserys wanted Aegon to succeed him?
It was always Rhaenyra,
I...
like for decades.
His Grace...
He
never
somehow
really
survived
with
them,
me.
but he always wanted her.
The Ravens were sent to Harrenhal, seeking news of Daemon's progress with the Riverlords. None have, as yet, returned.
Just so.
Rhaenyra's got there pretty
An enemy
quick.
host growing in constitution.
I was gonna say, yo, she's still on the way.
Somewhere in the vastness of the Crown Lands. We could perhaps act if only we had a host of our own, or someone here to lead us.
Mind your tongue, Sir Alfred.
That we need to raise alliances and command
She's higher
our
up the
vassals.
ranks than
But
you.
they are gone.
What has come of this council?
There he is. Yeah, you'll acknowledge him, but
Our
not her.
enemy is on the march.
We do not know the Queen's doings. But we must trust that she seeks the same as each of us at this table.
Men of House Darkland,
There you go.
who bend the knee to the true King Aegon will be spared.
All who refuse will have their death.
Is there no honor left in this world, Cole?
No.
Sacking your queen's own castles and putting up people to the sword?
So you're not really given a choice here. This is the Iron Fist way, though. This is what King Aegon wants.
Kingmaker.
Oh, you're so
You're
dead.
not fit for the White Cloak. Yours will come in kind.
It will. Oh! Second person we've seen beheaded this episode. First one in dream form.
What happened?
This one in fine form. That was legit. Not like a Theon. Having to kick it off.
Realize you were neither born nor bred anywhere near the Crown Lands, my good Lord Han. But Harrenhal is to the west.
Indeed it is.
Fuck you. I told you we should have sent our dragons.
He's got something else up his sleeve.
Daemon, of all people, has taken Harrenhal.
Well, that castle is more crippled than I am, Your Grace. It's like to drive Daemon to madness as he attempts to make use of it, which is beyond his faculties.
Sir Kristen is marching on Rook's Rest. Rook's Rest? A pathetic prize. I gave no such
The castle is small,
weakly defended, and with Dragonstone effectively cut off by land. No.
No.
I want Harrenhal back. God is already preparing his attack.
Harrenhal ain't shit.
Segi Ton. Billy Vazni. Harrenhal is a useful morass. It will keep Daemon well occupied while we strengthen our host and weaken Rhaenyra's support on the mainland. We will deal with it in the
He's
Riverland
taking
Kingdom.
over.
Don't you agree, my king?
It's kind of similar to Viserys and Daemon, though.
Lord Laris.
Uh-oh. Just like, not now. My feet are dirty.
On you, Your Grace.
Didn't really do a good job hiding the evidence.
That is a rich indulgence.
Oh, I think I saw an eye patch. Is that Aemon? Oh yeah, it's gotta be. Oh!
It's a touch late to be stalking about a strange castle putting its people to the sword.
This witch.
I'm called Alice.
So what are you then? Some kind of...
Stop haunting me.
In a manner of speaking,
What would you know of my sleep?
Harrenhal's been cursed since its first stone was laid. Have you experienced anything of note?
You are a strange kind of woman.
I'm no woman at all. I'm a barn owl.
What?
Cursed to live in human form.
What? This girl gives off weird
You'd
vibes.
think this. You'll need your sleep if you're to win this place to your side.
She's gonna roofie you. Don't do it, bro. Told you. One sip and he's in the upside down.
Who are you?
Sir William Blackwood of House Blackwood, Your Grace. As I said.
What might I do for you?
It was you who summoned me, Your Grace.
And you're prepared to march without the leave of your lord?
Yo, he is tripping right now. His wife,
Your Grace.
Vagar's
And
previous
once you
rider.
and your dragon bring the Queen's justice to the Brackens, our armies will be yours.
Kingmaker, they're calling him. And with Aemond and Vagar also at the ready, we are a formidable opponent.
You bore me.
What's he gonna do?
What is it?
They don't care what I think.
Do you think simply wearing the crown imbues you with wisdom?
He's about to learn a lesson here.
It's my hope that, once enthroned, you would honour the burden of your new duties, be silent, in the hope that you might be half the king your father was.
Tread carefully.
He's not.
I ruled. In your father's absence throughout his long
brave
illness
woman.
in Potter Hightowers, as cunning a statesman as ever lived, you should humbly be seeking our opinions and counsel.
She's speaking up right now.
Sacrifices that were made to put you on that throne.
What would you have me do, Mother?
Do simply what is needed of you. Nothing.
On your feet!
Taking down trees.
Dragonstone and their dragons are just across the bay. What, growing tired of living?
Close.
You afraid, sir?
Worse. I'm rational.
We advance.
Mother?
I apologize for my absence and the secrecy, but such was necessary. I went to King's Landing.
You could have been taken
She
or
could have.
slain.
I inherited 80 years of peace from my father. Before I was to end it, I needed to know that there was no other path.
She knows now.
And now I do. There are those who have mistaken my caution for weakness.
It's time for a narrative strike.
Send me.
No.
I will burn Cole's lines and withdraw before King's Landing.
lost
You
one
lack the
son.
experience. You must send me, Your Grace. Mace is your largest dragon and no stranger to battle. I will meet Cole.
Here we go.
I wish only to fight for you, for your claim and mine.
There's something I need to tell you, Jason. The horrors I have just loosed cannot be for a crown alone.
Can't be
That
for
is
nothing.
why I must believe what Viserys told me when he named me his heir. Aegon the Conqueror's dream. He called it the Song of Ice and Fire.
I think I'd rather be burned by a dragon than like hit by an arrow through the face or like through the jaw or something.
Order the Darkwind levies to break off and move ahead. We must keep the dragon's attention divided.
Hornblowers. Oh, she has arrived. Camouflage dragon.
This.
Bombas, Vega.
See and Laor.
Yeah, oh, it's his brother. He's drunk. He just wanted to do something.
Which dragon's that?
His Grace the King's.
This was your secret plot, Carl. For the king himself to lay ambush and they have to die in the attempt.
That wasn't the plan.
You thing aloud! Your king has joined you!
It's motivation.
Hold to your courage! Hold to your wits! For the one true king, Aegon!
That'll motivate them to advance. Their king is with them right now. Here we go. Oh! The blood's like burning them. Oh, I don't like the cries. It's like everything just stopped for a moment. Fucking Vagar. 3 dragons on the battlefield. 2 for Team Green.
Flank the guns! Dracarys!
Say, no, I'm still over here. It's Targaryen, though. Sunfire got fucked up, man. Shredded and burned.
Your Grace!
That was a hard landing. Careful, Rhaenys.
Mancos Aelis.
Attack. This is so fucking crazy. This is what I've been wanting since the series started. Oh my god, just look at the size difference. Oh! interlocking, spinning. I don't even know if Aegon's still alive. I mean, you guys do, but I don't. Another hard landing. Cole's down. Oh, this is a fire shot. Man. Smush. She looks tired. Getting too old for this shit. So done. And she knows it's over. There's nothing she can do. Oh, fuck, man. Please. You know, she went out like a badass, though. That was not who I was expecting to go this episode. No, everyone else around him is done.
Hold on, we must find him.
Aegon? Still alive?
Where's his grace?
Oh, he's gotta be dead. They showed a bit of the carcass just like laying there. I didn't really get a good look. R.I.P. Aegon. I'm not even upset about that, but that's a big death right there. We just down with the king. Holy shit. What an episode. Best episode of season 2 so far. I'm sure some people really enjoyed the first episode, which I thought was pretty damn good too, but at least in my opinion, this episode easily surpassed it. But before we go any further, alright guys, that was House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 4, The Red Dragon in the Gold. And my god, what an episode, what a battle. Finally, we got a battle in this war. It's been a long time coming, like I said at the start, and what a battle that was, man. I'm sure they spent a lot of money on that. I would love to know an exact figure. If you guys know that, let me know in the comments down below. But, man, not only, never mind R.I.P. Aegon, like, we'll get to that. He's just the king, but R.I.P. Rhaenys, man, she went out like a freaking G. She was a soldier. She was the only one there really fighting from her side with a dragon. Well, legit, that was the case, but first she fucked up, like legit fucked up Sunfire and King Aegon, like destroyed them, shred them to pieces. I felt bad for his dragon though too, because, I mean, yeah, he's drunk. He's just a dumb kid. He just wanted to do something. You already knew he was going to fuck up, but the dragon didn't deserve that. The dragon just so happened to be his dragon. It didn't actually choose him, so that really sucks. I felt bad for his dragon. Then to see it suffering at the end there too, like that's a slow, painful death. Very not deserved on that dragon's behalf. King Aegon, yes. Sunfire, no, didn't like that at all. But unfortunately, became a 2-on-1 shortly afterwards, and Aegon thought he was safe. Like, Aemon had no regard for his safety at all, because even when he was, like, coming in, Aegon at first was like, yes, I got backup. Like, yeah, let's take her down. And then shortly after, he realizes, like, Aemon doesn't give a fuck. He'll burn you alive, too. But he's also Targaryen, so that shouldn't really affect him. And for the most part, it didn't, but it still kind of did. I think because his dragon was fucked up too. And then he shortly realized, like, quickly after, he's like, yeah, back up. Oh, back up. Oh, God, back up. And then he started covering himself. So, yeah, that scene was freaking great. And then, unfortunately, afterwards, it took a turn, though, because once well, actually, Vhagar kind of backed off at that point. But I guess it takes him a while to pull a U-turn, so he had to go off in the distance. He disappeared for a moment there, and then that actually led Rhaenys to believe that I guess he was kind of just retreating, that she had won this battle for the most part, 2 against 1, while he was kind of going down. And then, yeah, we saw right after, once Vhagar did the U-turn, came out of nowhere. Like, that gave me a jump scare. I might have screamed, but she knew it was the end too. But I think she was already kind of preparing for that previously. Like, once she went back in after initially doing her first swoop down, like, she hooked herself back in, she tightened her seatbelt there pretty much. And then she might have known already, like, it's, if I'm going down, or if the dragon's going down, I'm going down with it. We're going down together, and this might just be it here, this next swoop in. And it was, unfortunately, for her. I felt so bad though, because you see the dragon. I felt bad for her. I always feel bad for the dragons. They're just like our pets over here. But yeah, seeing it all play out, where the dragon like pretty much got its neck stomped and chomped and twisted, and then it finally like get let out of its last breath there. And Rhaenys knew it too. Like, it was going down. Once it died, there was nothing she could do. I wish she had like a parachute, like a wing glider. Like, that wasn't the case though. Once it went down, died midair. That's what I kept on thinking too. Like, every single time one of these dragons got injured, I'm like, go low, just so your rider doesn't get hurt. Like, go low if you're injured. Don't go up higher. Don't keep on flying. That's kind of pointless. And as we saw the case, that's what, like, the worst part of being a dragon rider. If your dragon dies in the air, you're fucked. So seeing it all play out there, where she knew like it was over, that was kind of heartbreaking, man. That was like, I liked her character. She wasn't a favorite of mine. Like, I've always been fond of like the badass characters in this show. Although I did like the actress previously that did play Rhaenyra also. That was my favorite version of Rhaenyra. But Daemon, Aemon, like, these are my favorite characters in the show. But I don't know, I've always kind of liked Rhaenys. She was just a strong woman. She's always backed her man too. Even though she was an older woman, I kind of felt bad for her as well, because she was the queen who never was. So to see her go out like that, obviously you guys already knew. Like, you guys have read the book, I haven't, or the books. So eventually I will. Like, that's bucket list shit. Before I leave this earth, I'll read those books. But to see it all play out like this, it's kind of good for me as a watcher of the show, not knowing, because it's probably better for the reactions as well, because it's more of a surprise. Although I'm pretty sure they are switching up a couple things for the show. So those are the things that I'd love to know. For as of right now, what we reached into the point of the book, let me know what's differentiated from this episode, like how this battle, and I guess I have to believe this is a battle that actually played out in the book as well. So let me know what differed from the book version of this battle in the comments down below, please, because I love reading that type of stuff. So yeah, maybe it's not even King Aegon that died, it's not even Rhaenys that died, not even their dragons that died, Sunfire, and what was her dragon's name? She called it old lady or old girl, when that kind of already made me think, like, yo, she might be going down this battle. When she said that, like, all right, like, one more time, old girl, are you ready for this? Like, I was like, ooh, I don't want to hear those words going into battle. So I don't know, it kind of led me to believe like she might be meeting her demise this episode. And yeah, we saw it all play out, but it was heartbreaking, man. Like I said, she wasn't my favorite character, but I was always very fond of her character. So even going back to last season too, when she broke out, I kind of really respected that, what she did, instead of just taking out King Aegon herself. It's crazy too, where she could have taken out King Aegon, and Daemon was even blaming her earlier this season, like, yo, he could have ended things before they began. It wasn't necessarily her fight, but once she chose her side and everybody, like, the lines of the sand were drawn, now she was ready to do just that, and she kind of did just that. She basically took out the king this episode. So yeah, good on her for that. If she's gonna go out, she took out the fucking king, so that's pretty dope. But shortly after, unfortunately, goddamn Aemon, if you're gonna kill anybody, why'd it have to be her? Like, that kind of sucked. And people were doubting her too. Like, she never really received the respect. The queen who never was, when she was trying to lead the council, she was the one that was there while Rhaenyra was off doing out on her peace treaty that was pointless. Like, such a waste of time. Like, yes, I get it, what she was trying to do, stop the fight before there was any more bloodshed. I get that, but in the end, it was fucking pointless. So she basically just wasted time. Rhaenys was holding strong, though. People were still respecting her while she was holding strong, because she wasn't officially named Hand of the Queen. So yeah, that was kind of bullshit. And then when Corlys finally stepped in, then the other dude, yeah, he shut up right quick. But he should have been showing her the same respect, even if she wasn't married to Corlys. So she never really received the respect that she deserved, and hopefully they better respect her now that she died, because she fucking took out the king. So I definitely respect her. R.I.P. Rhaenys. Not so much R.I.P. King Aegon, but where do we go from here? Because his son was recently killed off as well in the season premiere. This season's premiere. So who's the next king? Does that go to Aemon? Is Aemon king now? Like, I need answers right away. Like, he was kind of looking like, what the fuck? At first, I thought King Aegon kind of survived at the very end there when Aemon was first approaching and he pulled out his sword. I thought he was just going to end it himself, kind of put him out of his misery, but also take the crown officially for himself. But Criston was there to witness it too, and he saw that Aemon didn't do it. Like, he just died. So yeah, they didn't really show us the full carcass either, the full remains of King Aegon. So that was a brutal scene. That the last half of this episode, man, was absolutely insane. Like, the battle itself was nuts. So many lives lost. Never mind the soldiers. I'm like talking about like the major players right now, but there was a lot of lives lost too. Hell, Criston Cole almost died himself. He got freaking knocked out. The wind knocked out of him. And I was saying too during the episode, I've had that, well, not because of a dragon, but I've had the wind knocked out of me the very similar fashion where I fell off freaking top of a slide at a park when I was a kid. I was super young too. It was like a ghetto ass park in between some buildings there, like very low income buildings. Like I don't know if the park still stands, but I'm pretty sure the buildings do. I'm pretty sure they're all vacated now, but the buildings still stand. And yeah, super ghetto area. I got the wind knocked out of me. I fell from the top of the slide, like it was bad, man. I still remember that to this day though. But in very similar fashion to Criston, and he survived it. He's still alive. He and Aemon, they approached the king. They found him, his remains, his dragon unfortunately suffering. At least put his dragon out of its misery, because I don't want to see it suffering. If anybody's going to be suffering, let King Aegon suffer, not his dragon, Sunfire. Sunfire went through hell. Out of like everyone, Sunfire went through the most this episode, getting slashed and burned, and that drop as well. Well, I guess King Aegon, but he was drunk, so I don't really fucking care about him. Like, he kind of sucked as king. There was a few moments though, if he truly is gone, which it looks like he is, I might as well say this, I'll put some respect on his name. There was a couple moments, I think the last episode I brought up too in my recap, where he had a couple moments where he could have gone on a different path, kind of made his own path as king, and it looked like he was going to go on that path a couple times, but in the end, it was all for naught. He didn't go on those, he didn't choose the right path. Even when he was told, just do absolutely nothing. Even when he asked his mother, Alicent, I know nobody likes Alicent, but I like her, so she's got one fan in me, and he even asked her for her wisdom in that moment. That was another chance for another path that he had a choice to make, and he fucked up once again. He's like, Mother, what should I do? And she's like, you stupid son, we put you on the throne, like, just do absolutely nothing. He's like, okay, I'm gonna do something. And then he chose to fuck up everything. He died because of it. It was so worthless. All he had to do was just sit behind, and that battle would have played out the exact same as it did with him going. So he's gone now, doesn't matter in the end. So stupid king, but it just sucks that there were so many opportunities for him that presented himself to him where he could have gone the right way. He could have made something for himself as a king, and even in the end, that's why I have no sympathy for him. In the end, like, I don't feel sad about his loss at all. I felt sad for him earlier this season when his son died, and even Alicent didn't feel sad for him. I felt more sad for him in that moment than Alicent did, his own mother. But for this episode, he had the choice, like, Mother, what should I do? Just do nothing, son, and you will win this war. Okay, I'm gonna go fuck shit up. And that's exactly what he did. So that's why no sympathy from me. R.I.P. King Aegon. What happens now? I think it goes to Daemon or Aemon now, right? Aemon's king? I want to see him as king. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it last episode as well for my recap. Like, he really should be king. We saw it this episode too. At the council, like, while they're speaking their own language, he's like, he kind of backed down to his brother too, which is kind of weird, but he also knew, like, Aemon would fuck him up, so he's like, all right, should we go to war? Like, he was sitting with the question mark at the end, and Aemon's like, all right, shut the fuck up, brother. I got it from here. And that's when he's like, here's what we're going to do. We're going to send out these people over here. I'm going to take Vhagar. We're going to go chill over here. And then, yeah, we saw it all play out. So that's part of the reason why King Aegon was also like, I got to do something, knocking that cup off the table. I got to fuck shit up. And that's exactly what he did. So, yeah, RIP him, but no sympathy from me. I guess it goes to King Aemon now. It would be way more deserved, but with him, he's still brash. Like, he won't hesitate to attack and fight for himself, fight for his own honor, but at the same time, I just don't know how calculated he's going to be, because he is smart. Don't get me wrong, Aemon is smart, but I don't know, like, it's a fine line between calculated and brash, that he's got to walk that line, and that's why I don't know how far he's going to go as a king, but he's been built up to be a great one. So just his look alone, like, yo, the dude has one eye with that eye patch. He looks like an absolute badass. He's got like a blue crystal where he does take off the patch. So he's got the biggest freaking dragon in the land. Like, he's the person, if anybody should be king, you think would be king. So yeah, I have no problem kneeling to him at that point, but I'm still Team Black. But if he is next in line, I don't know. I'm already a fan of Alicent, so I might have to waver to Team Green. And I know that will upset a lot of people, but the fact that nobody's Team Green kind of makes me want to go a little bit more to that side too. But I don't know. I want to see Rhaenyra step up now. That's in order. I'm still Team Black, but in order to keep me for Team Black, I really want to see Rhaenyra step up. She was ready to step up this episode. I was like, oh shit, Queen's going to go to battle. But we saw from King Aegon going in, that wasn't a smart move. So I respect it. But unfortunately, because of that, we lost Rhaenys. So at this point in time, I really want to see Rhaenyra step up. And what her next move is so important. Especially after losing this battle. The war is not over. But she has definitely lost this battle. What was it? Rook, something like that. So yeah, I want to see what her next move is, what the next step is for Team Black, and that will determine where I waver, on which side in this war. I can turn on Team Black depending on what she does next. But yeah, episode 5. Let me just double check once again. I think there's 8 episodes this season. Yeah, a little bit shorter. There's 8 episodes, so we are officially halfway through this season now. I'm really excited for the next few episodes and seeing exactly what Rhaenyra's plan is from here. But I think that's just about it for me, guys. So as always, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys can like, subscribe, really helps my channel grow. Till next time, I am out. Enjoy your night. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit.